Hey, I am back for another round of this talk show. Man, lots of problems this morning, but I have gotten through it. So, anyway, 23 months ago when I had my stroke, I want to walk you through this the first month. And I have a reason for walking through this month. When I had my stroke, I didn't know how to get across to anybody what I was feeling or what I was thinking or what I wanted. I was just a prisoner in my own body. All my intellect intact, and I would try so hard to communicate with the doctor when I was in the hospital, with the speech therapist when I was in the hospital, with my oculist when I was in the hospital, and I couldn't say what I wanted to say. And it is important that I say this. I was frustrated more than you know. I was. And I was frustrated for a reason. Because I knew what I wanted to say. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Lori. Hey, Carolyn. I knew what I wanted to say. My kids were standing around, but I couldn't say anything. The sense of overwhelming depression I felt at that time was staggering. It was staggering because I was depressed because I had been able to talk all my life and I didn't understand what had happened. And I'll admit it. We'll just talk about it. I was madder than a cat on a hot tin roof. I was mad, angry, because I wanted to talk so bad. It was like, somebody wake me up from this dream I'm having. Imagine this. If you go to bed the day before Mother's Day and you wake up, you get up, do a workout at 5 in the morning, go for a walk, come back, fix some coffee, go to your mom and dad's room, say, hey baby, you want some coffee? Not yet, I'm not up yet. So I went in and visited with my dad for about 10 minutes and walked into the den, set my coffee down, turned on ESPN, sat down, had my stroke. And I don't know how long I was sitting there, but I imagine it was about 15 or 20 minutes. Tears running down my face. And Beverly, the caregiver for my dad and mom, said, "Do you want me to fix you some breakfast?" I couldn't answer. And I just stared straight ahead. Finally, she came downstairs and knew something was wrong. So if you can imagine that, from one day, I'm on an international book tour all over the world, fly home, visit with my mom and dad Saturday night, wake up and have my stroke, and I can't talk. Not a word. They rushed me to the ambulance, put me on the air ambulance, all this thing. It was really big ordeal. So I just want you to imagine, because I want to bring awareness to aphasia. And people don't know what aphasia is. And you should do some research and find out what it is. 2 million people are affected by aphasia. 30% of stroke victims will have aphasia this year. It's a major, major problem, and so many people don't know what it is, and they don't know how to react when faced with a person that has aphasia. Hi, Virginia. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Randy. But let me tell you a little story. When I finally got out of the hospital, I had a choice. If you can't, you must. What were my choices? Well, several. I could go on a pity party and just be mad for the rest of my life, give up, call it a day. And I thought about that. It was so hard, so hard, so hard. And when I went home to Chattanooga, pretty much I locked myself in my man cave. It was my garage, and big garage, and I sat in there and I wouldn't let any of my kids in for about a day. I was really going through something. Hi, Bo. And I am not ashamed to say it. I just want everybody that has aphasia, had a stroke, had a TBI, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to say that it's not okay. And I wasn't okay. I was beside myself. If you can't, you must. Another choice, I could deal with my life like it was. The doctors told me I wouldn't talk. The doctors said I wouldn't read. The doctor said I wouldn't write. The doctor said I was going to have to settle for a new normal, a new way of life. The doctor said in front of my kids, your dad, his life will never be the same. So, I could have accepted that and be okay with that, with not doing anything. So 2 choices. 1, okay, give up, call it a day, and a lot of people do that. The next choice was be okay with not being okay and accepting a new way of life. But the third choice was the one I decided on. After I got through with my anger, after I got through with my depression, so sad, so many people left. After I got through with feeling sorry for myself, woe is me, why did this happen to me? To be honest with you, why not? When I realized I had everything I needed to get better. I had 5 beautiful kids that love me, 8 grandkids that love me. Mom and Dad were alive at the time. They loved me. And I taught people to talk as a teacher all my life. So my choice was to get better. As simple as that. God said to Adam, I have given you the power to shape thyself in whatever fashion thy so choose. Make a choice. We have a choice in life to get up and have a really terrible day, like you've been weaned on a dill pickle, sour, gripe about everything. You moan and groan and gripe. Leave home on the struggle bus. And you arrive at work and you're in a bad mood, or you get up and be thankful for this day. Make a different choice. You have the power to shape thyself in whatever fashion thy so choose. I choose a good day. I choose to be happy. I choose to greet everybody I meet with love in my heart. I choose to be happy and enthusiastic. I choose to be kind. I choose to live my life out loud, no apologies, and live it to the fullest of my capacity. I choose. I choose. I could have made a different choice. And I thought about it. I did. I had some dark, dark days. And that's good, Ching. I choose to be happy too. I know you do. So, it's all about the choice you make. We only had to choose one day. One day. We have this gift, 86,400 seconds to choose. Do you choose to be happy? Do you choose to be enthusiastic? Check. Do you choose to be optimistic? Check. Do you choose? Do you choose to pursue your goals? Do you choose to practice, to drill, to rehearse, to do something better than the doctors told you to, than the speech therapist told you to? I had a lot of help along the way. When I went to Shalimar, I got really lucky. I had a speech therapist named Christine. She was too good to be true. She was an angel from heaven, I believe. She was sent to me to brighten my day and to give me encouragement that I could talk again. I believe that. And she saved the first voicemail I left her, and I was trying to confirm my appointment, and it sounded like this. That's it. She showed up and walked in the room in my house and said the following: we can do this. We can do this if you're willing to do the work. She was talking my language. If you're willing to do the work. And I was. And I can say to you, anything is possible. Anything. If you have aphasia and along the way you have given up, or you don't practice as much as you need to, and you don't have a schedule and a routine, and you don't say affirmations and do meditation, eat healthy, exercise, listen, I got your back. You can do this. You can do it. I had to learn to talk all over again. It's age 61. I couldn't even form a syllable. Nope. Not one. Hey, Dala. And when I was trying to talk, it was all coming out wrong. But the bottom line, just don't quit. Just stand. Stick. Stand on your principles and values. Stand on what means more to you than anything on earth. Hey, Brad. Man, I love Brad. How long ago did you have your stroke, Brad? And he's an amazing man. And stick to your plan. Stick to your plan. I was determined to talk again. If you can't, you must. Like, learn how to say the syllables. Wow, 21 years ago. And you have such an amazing attitude. I admire you so much. Thanks for all the support you've given me in the 23 months since I had my stroke. But listen, you have to do the work. You have to stick to the plan. One day, I was saying phrases, I will be, I might be, I should go, I want to go, I will go. And it took me forever to say that. Forever. Because I couldn't get the syllables out. I was running all together. Good morning, Chrissy. Good morning, Kevin. Somebody tell me what time it is because I'm comfortable now. Anyway. When I first started to talk, I just started simple. I would write down goals for my week, and I would draw it. I didn't write very well, but I would draw it, and I would check them off. The choice is yours. So slowly by surely, I began to rebuild pathways on the other side of my brain. I thought it was 11:25, so I'm good. Neuro-linguistic pathways, neuroplasticity on the other side of my brain. The more I studied that, I realized I had been doing this all my life. And I had an aha moment. Things that make you go, I said, my goodness, I got this. I got this. I know how to learn to talk again. I know how to learn to read again. I know how to learn to write again. I have to start at the basics, the fundamentals. Fundamentals. Most people get stuck in the fundamentals. Fundamentals. If practice is boring, you'll quit. If practice is fun, you'll keep practicing. You have to be mentally prepared to have fun and do it every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. And when you think you're through, do one more. Get 1% better every single day. 1% better every single day. The choice is yours. So I'm going to end this second speech the first time the way I wanted it to end last time. If you have anybody tell you you can't, tell them you can. Anybody that rains on your parade, tell them to take a hike. Anybody that tries to drag you down, just say, I choose to live my life enthusiastically, positively for the rest of my life. You can take your sincere sorehead and go somewhere else. Anybody that tries to drag you down, anybody that tells you you can't. I am living proof that you can. I'm sorry about the phone ringing. So, in closing, have a great day today. And remember, accuracy, clarity, speak. Accuracy, clarity, speak. Remember that you have a choice. It was given to you as the most powerful thing by God. You have a choice to make this life what you want it to be. Just make the choice. And I promise you, if you get off and think about it, things are going to change for the better. Until next week at 11 Eastern Time, I'll be doing this show every week, and I am really excited, and I hope you got some value, and thank you for being along with my journey. All of you mean the world to me, and thank you very much. Have a good day, a blessed day. Bye.